Hello, hi Abhijit, hi Varun. Have you gone through the previous this things sessions? Oh, great, great. And Varun, what about you? Okay, maybe Varun is on mute. No problem. Fine. So what we are going to do is, I guess now when okay, someone more is joining. Hello, hi Shubham. Shubham, can you hear me? Yes, yes, great. So, Shubham, have you went through the previous sessions? Maybe you have got the links for that, just for my knowledge. Okay, okay. No problem, no problem. It is like I have arranged first three as a demo sessions. Okay. So what I'm doing is we have I will just share my screen. Okay. So considering like someone has went through the first two sessions and someone has not went through it. So I will just explain that this is our total syllabus. Okay. You must have got the link for this. So with this, we are going to cover from very basics. Okay. From like why to learn SAP MM, then how it is the course is taught, then installation, access of the systems, all of these things. Okay. Then how the implementation is done, what are the documents into that. Then we start more of a like we come into SAP, okay, the enterprise structure, then what is purchase requisition, each of the thing, and then so on we go to the SAP side more, and then we start learning the process like domestic import service, subcontracting, all of these process. Okay. So so while you are learning this process, okay, so my way of teaching is like understanding this. Maybe you don't have any background, or the people who are in the class, any one of them is not having any background. So we start from very basics, and then we come to one level, and then we start the consultant part also, okay, into it. So if you don't know anything, no problem. Okay. Then the next thing is the in the previous sessions what I've covered, that again I'm going to cover it from the coming session, because these three were the demo sessions, and from coming Mo Monday we will have we will start from the beginning. Okay, so we will start as per our syllabus what I have designed. Okay, in this manner. So, with this today, again, I will give you some reference, or I will teach you about like what is SAP. The SAP parts actually, SAP part begins after this particular chapter. Okay, here. So we start for SAP from here actually. Till the time all of these above are the theory part. Now, what I'm doing is to for you to get a feel of all the what is SAP and the things, because theoretical maybe you will not you will understand it, but you will not get more brief about how SAP looks and how it works. Okay, so what I'm doing in this particular sessions, I'm just giving a little bit overview of SAP itself. Okay, and then when we start from the beginning, from coming Monday, it will be starting from very basic. Okay, and not only SAP, but how the what are the business process in industry. That is the major part which we'll be focusing on the starting in the starting sessions. Okay. So today what I will do is first I will show you like how to log in into SAP, how it looks, and the very basics of it. Then we will just go through one of the transaction, which is purchase requisition. Okay. So this will give you a, overview like how SAP looks, how it works, and all of these things. Maybe this can give you some motivation or idea about what is SAP and how does it work. Okay. So I will just log in into SAP. In any means in between, if you have any queries, you can ask me. Okay. Okay. So we start from the very beginning. Okay. So how to get into SAP, like how to log in SAP. Okay. If you want to know about the background of SAP, that I've covered in first demo, and I will be covering that again in the on from Monday. Okay. Monday we'll start like what is SAP, where it comes from, when it started, all of the history about that. But today we'll more focus on what are the screens and how to get into SAP. Okay. So SAP Logon is a small software which we need to install on our computer. Okay, that is around 1200 MBs. After installation on that, we just double click on it and we get this launch pad from where we can get into SAP. Now these are different type of connection. Like here you can see one connection. So this connection has some details like this. Just I'll create a new one. So description, then system ID, system instance, router string, application server. So these, whenever you go into any company, so they will be providing you all of the details. Okay, then you have to just log, like enter the details over here, and then you can access any means the customer system for which you have entered the data. Okay. So we will again go through this from Monday. Okay. Then here it is the connection which was already created. So there can be one more connection, one more multiple connections there can be. Okay. So I will just double click on it. So this is like on this screen we have this client. Okay. About client I will explain you later on. Okay. Then user and the password. Okay. Language is English by default. Okay. Now, this is your SAP like entry screen. Okay. So now in this screen, what things we have is the first, this particular tab or where we can enter something like this. Okay. This is used for entering the transactions. Okay. So what is a transaction? So suppose I want to create a purchase requisition. So I'll be entering ME51N. Okay, so this ME51N is designed by SAP. So if you go all over the world, anywhere someone is using SAP, so you'll create the purchase requisition with the same transaction, ME51N. So I'll just click on this. Okay, enter on this. So this is a screen to create a purchase requisition. Now, if you want to change something, some purchase requisition is created and you want to change. So ME52N. This is for change. So there will be some purchase requisition and you can change multiple fields into that. Okay. Then ME53N. This is to display. Now here you cannot change anything. Okay. Now, the next question will be how can I remember these things? Okay. So, as a consultant, yes, by practice, you will memorize multiple transaction, but not all, because you will be not using all the transaction on daily basis. So, few of the transaction you may forget. But there is one more way. If you forget also, in that case, what you can do, this is a menu. Okay, you can go into logistics, material management, purchasing, okay, then purchase requisition, and you create change display. All of the things here you have. Okay, so if I click on here, see here, it is ME51. Okay, it is opening here. Now, again, how to remember this path? Don't worry. As you get more knowledge about SAP, you will understand like how the path follows. Okay, till here. Now, in case now you are willing to be a consultant, but I would say if there is any end user, okay, so end user is not having that much of time, or what we should suggest to them is like rather than memorizing the transaction, if he has to memorize maybe 10 transaction, not more than 6, 7, but maybe 10, and he is not willing to do that, what we suggest them is okay, add this to your favorite. Okay, so I will just uh, click right click on here and I'll click on add to favorite. Okay, so now if you can see, I will also add one more transaction, suppose. Okay, so now whenever this particular user comes, opens his screen, he will see these two things. Now here also what I can do is I can change the description of this. Okay, so now here I will go and make it ME51N. Okay. Or also I will write purchase requisition. I'll click here. Okay. So now you can see. Now whenever he comes, he will log in ID password. Okay, his own ID password. He will see this. Now he just have to double click on this. That's it. Nothing else. So this simplicity he can have. Okay. But as a consultant, I would say we need to memorize things. Okay. But memorizing is also a thing like when you practice, it will be in your flow and you will be remembering all of the things. Okay. So the guys who have just joined, we have just started before 3 4 minutes. Okay. So not to worry, and you can understand from here. So these are the transactions which, as I shown you, we enter here. Okay, ME51. Okay, fine. So now again there is one more way to access SAP, that is SAP Fury. Okay, so I will just go to that screen. Okay, this is the link. Just a minute, I need to open that in another browser. Okay, this is one of the link like why SAP is providing free access to SAP Fury. Okay, so what is SAP Fury? I would say it's a web-based application to access SAP. Now this, while accessing this, what we have done, we went to a software, right, which was installed on our computer, which was almost 1.2 GB. Now here, yes. You mean to say this SAP logon? Yes, yes. But in this case, we don't need to download. Okay. Once we start from Monday, I will give you the details. You can access directly this server. Okay. You can just click, it will be same what you can see for me. Okay, you don't need to download in your PC. There are two ways of doing it. I'll explain you that. But I will send you the server details, ID, password, and everything. Okay, and then you can access this particular server. Okay. At this link, I think I've provided, but I can provide you again. This link is for SAP to access SAP Fury. Okay, just a minute. Where is the message tab? Yeah, I'll provide you here. Okay, I've provided in the chat. So you can now access from there. Fine. So then I'll on this link, I'll just click on here and try now. Okay, it is SAP Cloud Public Edition for you just need to have your ID. Okay, created. This also I'll let you know like how to create it. It is very simple. Maybe who has done first two demos, for them maybe some things will repeat. Okay, we have done this part before. The GUI part we are doing today itself. Okay. So this is another platform to log in into SAP. So here also you'll have a place to enter the ID password. This link, every company will have their different links. Okay. So if I'm working in one of the company, manufacturing or any of the company, so they will provide me a link which I will just enter into my browser and then it will ask me for ID and password. Once I enter that, I can access my screen. So my screen like user screen may have some less applications than this. Okay, they will not have this many. Now we are on a like SAP provided system, so we have many applications over here. So here, as I'll just open this. Here we were entering the transactions, right? Here we don't have a place to enter the transaction, but we have these tiles. We call this as tiles. So we have to just click on it. Once we click on this, you come to the particular screen. Okay. So SAP has given this as a different interface and many features which SAP cannot provide on the GUI. GUI is this one. Okay, they have provided on the Fury, like graphical presentations and everything. So, like our motive while learning is our main focus is on what is new in the industry. Okay, so SAP Fury is new. New, like I think what I believe is they are using from 2000. It has started from 2015, but in actual use, companies are using it from 2018 somewhere. Okay, but still SAP is putting a lot of many things into Fury and they are coming up with new things. So we are going to learn SAP on both the platforms, on SAP Fury and as well as the GUI, because the new clients are going for SAP Fury, not all, but many clients. But basically, the more used interface is SAP GUI, this particular. Okay. But the upcoming era will be for SAP Fury. So we will be focusing on both of the things. Okay. And so now what we will see is how to create a purchase requisition. I just wanted to show you like how the transactions work or how simple it is. Okay. So I will come to ME51N and I'll click on here. Okay. Before that, there are few short keys. Okay, for SAP GUI. This screen is like if I'm on some screen, one of the screen, I click /n. Okay. If you see here, I have one, this is Launchpad, and this I have SAP, only one screen. So if I am on this screen and I don't want this screen, so I don't need to go here and cross. Okay, back will work, but the shortest way is slash n. I'll click on slash, I'll enter slash n and click enter. I'll go back. Okay, then these are only three, four keys what SAP has provided. Now, if I have this screen, okay, one screen. Now I want one more screen. I'll go slash O ME 51N and enter. So now what SAP is doing, SAP, the previous screen is already there and it has created one more screen. Okay. And if these two screens, I want to close this screen, I don't want it. So I can go and click here. This is one option. The second is I can just go and slash I. That's it. Okay. Now you can see there is only one screen. So these are few of the like short keys, which is slash n slash o slash I and slash ex. Okay. Slash ex is if I want to exit, if I have two, three screens open, slash OMMSC. I'm just opening random screens. Okay. These are three screens opens and I want to just exit SAP slash n ex. So all the screens are gone now. You are logged out basically. Okay. So log out you can done with slash nex slash nex. Sorry. So these are very basic things. Okay. So now here I can go to ME51N. I just click on enter. So there are multiple fields. Okay. So what will be our focus? We have to go through many transactions. So our focus will be, we will first, the process wise I'll be teaching you. So the very basic fields which are required, I'll first let you know. Then we'll go to next process. Then I'll let you know few more fields into this. Okay. Like this will build our knowledge. Okay. Step by step. So if I click here, okay, now basically before starting into SAP, okay, what is purchase requisition? If you are working in any of the company or if you'll work in any of the company, so purchase requisition is from where the requisition, just a minute, yeah, yeah, the requisition will give you. See, in any company, if I'm working in a maintenance department and I want to buy something, suppose I want lubricants, oil, cotton, gloves, or I'm working in the raw material planning, so I'll request for raw materials or in spare parts, something like this. So when I want to buy that, what I will do? I'll not mail anyone. If you are using SAP, you will not mail anyone. You will come to the system and you will create a purchase requisition. Okay. So what purchase requisition will do is it you are raising something to purchasing department that you want to buy this thing. Okay. So once you create a purchase requisition with that particular material and all specifications, first of all, it will go for approval. And once it is approved, then the purchasing department will be able to see your purchase requisition. Okay, then it will be open for them for use. Like they can take that purchase requisition and ask in market for okay multiple vendors. Okay, I want to buy this particular spare part. So please give me the quotation. So they will provide the quotation, and then they will select one of the quotations into that. All these things are to be done in the system, and then they will create the purchase order with respect to that. So your purchase requisition is the basic requirement which you are generating in SAP system. Okay. Well, the people who are not using SAP, there are multiple other ERPs. but who are using homegrown ERPs. So many times what they need to do is they need to they need to send a mail. Okay, I want this particular thing. Then mails, following mails is very difficult. Okay, that's a different part. But when you come to ERP, it's a package. Whatever you have to do in the system. So two things which are reduced when a ERP is implemented. The first is paper movement. You don't need to print anything like this is my requirement and you have to send to the department. This is avoided. And the second thing is like the mail communication. These particular thing minimizes. I would not say it will directly like stop the mail communication or it will help to stop the mail communication, but it will minimize and the record will be in system. Like anytime you can say I've raised a purchase requisition that day, still why there is no action on this when the approval happens. So all of these things are recorded in the system, which helps in audit or to find out the performance of a purchaser also. There are different KPIs. Okay. So see, while I'm telling you things, I at this moment there will be few things which will terms will be SAP terms, and you may not understand that. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll be explaining everything in detail, and when you start learning, you will start understanding things. Okay. So now here basically there are four important things in a purchase requisition. The first is document type. The second is the header, item overview, and this is item. Okay. So the document type is like I want to buy domestic or I want to buy goods or service. Okay. So I can bifurcate that with a different document type. So this document type is created by a consultant. Okay. You will be creating it. How to create? We have a different time for that, doing that. Okay. So this particular document type gives us differentiation in system, like this is service, this is good, this requisition is for service, this is for materials, this is for spare parts. You can bifurcate as per customer requirement, and this also has a different number range. Okay, the different document type may have different number ranges. So when not in purchase requisition but in purchase order, when a print they print it and someone is asking what is this purchase order. So just by looking at the number, you can tell them that it is a domestic, or I'll just explain you here. Okay. So if I want a service purchase requisition, so I will define it with Z S SCR. Okay. So this here ZSCR will be here. Here will be here NB, you can see these has maximum 4 characters. So here you will be creating ZSCR, and here it will be written service PR. Okay, purchase requisition. The same you can do for goods. Z GDR. R is for purchase requisition. Okay, so here I can write goods or goods purchase. In short form, we can write it as PR. Okay, then again, I will have, suppose I wanted, someone has joined. Okay, someone, sorry. So I wanted the bifurcation at maybe some more level. So I can add spare part. So this particular will be only raised by the spare part department, SPR. Okay. Like this, you can create multiple. Now see, when someone is raising a service, he will, while creating the purchase requisition, he will select ZSCR. Suppose he wants some goods, goods is material, he will say create with ZGDR. If you want spare parts, ZSPR, like this. So this can be created multiple. Okay, here. And when you select that, it will have a different number range. What is number range is, suppose this particular, if you select this document type, then the number will start like this. Okay, and it will end here. So first purchase requisition will be this. Then you again, some other user creates a new purchase requisition. It will be here. It will be two. Okay, like this. So then here he may have different number range like this and ending with this. Ending means these from this number to this number. The number should be same, the count 10 10. So from this number to this number. So it becomes somewhere around 999. These many purchase requisitions can be created. Then here. Like this. Okay, these number ranges. So while the same concept is there for purchase order also. So by the numbers you can understand what type of requisition it is. If you see some 1000358, okay, fine. So what you understand is okay, it's a service purchase requisition. This bifurcation it gives us. So now here nothing is created. I'll just select NB. Okay, NB is a SAP provided standard document type. Then we have header. What we do in header is we write some note to the purchaser that I want the specification of my material is this. Suppose maybe I want deliveries also written, but you have some dimensions or you have some characteristic of that material, some grade. Okay, I want grade A material. Okay. Or suppose if it's a spare part or it's a motor, I want KNF motor. Okay, so this is something I'm telling my purchaser that he will be reading this and considering this he will start the procurement. Okay, so I can write it in a like descriptive way over here. Okay. And then I will go to item overview. Now here you have few things to enter. The first thing is the material. Okay, what is material? Material, there are different master datas in SAP. Okay, material is one of the master data. So when you create you want a material, so that should be first created in the system. Okay, so if it's a spare part and it's a motor, so suppose MT00, there is some logic behind it as per the company. So this is one motor, the code which the company has given. So it is the description will be motor and something. Okay. I will just write ABC, some description, some detail about it. Okay. So you have to enter this, okay, which should be already created in the system. You have to select it here or enter it here. Okay. So master data, where is our screen? That screen. Okay. Okay. So master data, we have a different session for that in which we'll be going through the material master, vendor master, info record, all of these things. Okay. So if you don't know some material and you have to, you came here and you don't know the material code, obviously it will not be by heart the material codes because it will be hundred or thousands of codes in the system. So what the best thing you can do is you can just enter the description, suppose motor. Okay, and maybe what you can do is in the beginning you can put a star, okay, and the end you can put a star. So and when you click on start search, if there is any, it will give us some data. We'll go again. There is, I think, only one, so it has start search. Okay, so see here, these many materials have motor in their description. Okay, so if you see what I have done is I've entered star motor star. So what it is suggesting, if there is motor anywhere in the description, show me. But if I remove the first star and I click on enter, what it will do? It will give me the word, the description starting with motor because there is no star before the motor. So the description should start with that and it can end with anything. Now, if I remove the star also, so now what you are telling, I want the exact description, no more, no less. Okay, so it has given only motor. Okay. So this is the way where I can search for any of the material code. Okay, I have to show you the code also. Okay, here. See, these are the codes, this material. Okay, this can be anything, any number, alphanumeric, numeric. Okay, how it is built and how it is created, that we'll be looking into it while we learn material mastery. Now you can search the material itself by these many ways. Okay. So now what we are searching is material number description by old number. What is it? I'll explain you. So it has many ways to search it. Okay. By material group. Okay. Then material type, supply area, all of these things. So you can search through that. So it is here one by one. You just have to select it, and if I go to material group, your screen will change. You'll have material group here. That's it. Okay. And you can just click on here and it will be selected. Okay, here it is selected like this. So for now, there are few restrictions in the like while creating the material should be created for your plant and all of these things. So for now, what I will do, I will take a material which we have already used. Okay. Uh, Where is the material? Here is the material. Okay, I'll just give you an example. So now, like this system, what we are using is a system where like many people are learning. So they create whatever they want, okay, or delete many things. So because of that, we have a lot of data in these systems. So we have to find out the data which is useful for us and that we have to use. Okay. Or we can create the data. Now I've created this data. Okay. So I will take the material from here. I will enter it here. Okay. Enter. Now I'll just click on enter. What system is doing? See here, enter quantity. System is giving us the next, asking us the next required field. Okay, just a minute. So what I will do is, why I'm showing you this is like system will guide you for the required fields. Now I'll put 100. I click on enter. Now system are asking me the next required field. Now this we have been using. I have created this. Okay, so I'll just take that for now. Now system is asking the next, like the valuation area. Just a minute. TSC1. Okay. Okay. What is not created for that? No problem. We have different data for this. Maybe it is created for this one. Okay. Now here I've entered the plant. It is asking for storage location. I'll just go and select one storage location. What is plant? What is storage location? All of these things we are going to do. While we start, we will be learning the enterprise structure also. So at that time, okay. So what is plant and everything here in enterprise structure, we are going to learn that things. Okay, company code, plant, storage location in detail. Okay, so now enter the value. It is asking. The red means it is required. Okay, I have entered this value here. Okay, this is done. Now you can see there is no red message here. It's a orange here. Okay, so can delivery date be met? Okay, you can just ignore this message and click on save, or you can check the delivery date. Now here you can see material description came by itself, quantity, this unit each came from the material, days which is delivery date. Okay, the user is expecting that uh, uh, the delivery for this material should be done by 26th. Okay, I'll change the date. Obviously, I'm raising it today, and today I will not get the delivery. Maybe I want it at first. Then the material group, it is coming from the material master. Plant we entered, this we entered, this again came from the material master. Okay. So there are few more fields into this, but we'll not go in detail for this right now because while we learn new process, we'll be going through all of that fields. Now you'll not understand or you'll have a more uh, things to understand right now. So we'll go step by step. Then here you can see the material. Okay. And this is the same material here. If you have one more material here, okay, then it will show here 10 and 20 like this. Then for this material, for this particular line item now, this we are entering the data here. Now the material is here, the description is here, the type is here. This we cannot change, leave it. Few things I'll not explain right now, we'll understand with the process. The quantity is 100. Quantity ordered is with referring to this PR, how many PO, what quantity of PO is created. Suppose I want 100 and it gets approved and the purchaser buys or puts an order for 60, then here I will see 60 and open quantity will be 40. 40 still he has to create a purchase order. Now this is my delivery date. I want it on first. Request date is today's date when I'm creating the request. Release date is when it gets approved. Now there is no release structure for this, so it is showing today's date. Now planned delivery time, this and this comes from the material master. Okay. When suppose you create this purchase requisition and later on after 1 day, 2 day, you found that okay, I don't want this. So you have to just come into change ME52N and you have to click on this. So that this will be not considered, this will be considered as closed. Okay. Then we have valuation tab. So this is just for reference. Actually, it is used for the approval thing. How we'll understand when we start learning the approval part. Then this is like there will be a goods receipt, there will be an invoice. These things also if you understand now, okay, but not required. I'll explain you while we learn the domestic process. Here we have, suppose there is some vendor you are suggesting as a like you have a requirement and you want it, suppose from like I explained KNF. So I can just select a KNF vendor here for going here, and then the purchaser will see that okay, the user has referred. Okay, then he will check what is the quotation coming from KNF and all of these things, and then he will order or he can change like this. Okay, version I'll explain you. Status is like when a purchase order will be created. Okay, I'll just show you. I don't know if we can find anything right now. Okay, see here, status. There was some requisition created. For that, purchase order was created. So you can see the purchase order and the line item here. Goods receipt is also done, invoice is also done. So you can see all the details here. What has happened with the purchase requisition? Because the guy who is creating a purchase requisition don't have access to purchase order and all of these things. So he can just come to his requisition and he can check whether the purchase order is created or not, whether the GRN is done or not, whether the invoice is done or not, all of these things. Then here it is contact person. Okay, here actually requisitioner, it is here also. Okay, so if I write here, it will reflect there. So this is like my name who is requesting that particular name. This is my user ID, SAP user ID. This is manual, I have created manually. Okay, then this is purchasing group MRP controller. That then here it is important. If you have some, yeah, you have to explain something on this. Okay, so you can just write it here, and then the purchaser can see while creating the purchase order in the purchase order. This will be like moving to purchase order also. Then he can see it over there. Then delivery address is my plant, where from where I'm trying to buy or raising the purchase requisition. That is the place. Okay. So all of these things now I have explained you the basic way of creating a purchase requisition. Now there is subcontracting purchase requisition, there is stock transfer purchase requisition, all of these things. So while that we'll be using few more fields from here. So while we do that process, I'll be explaining you that at that time. So now here what we can do is we can come here, we can check will do if there is any error. No error, I'll just click on save. So if you can see here, a new purchase requisition is created. Okay, number. So I can just go here. Okay, as it is just now created, it will directly come and I can again create open this purchase requisition. If there is any older purchase requisition, you can just go here and you can enter the number, okay, and you can open it, C22. So this is to open any purchase requisition which is created in the system. Then this is for new creation. This is for change. From display also you can go to change if you have the authorization. Okay, authorization is permission. So this is the way how we create the purchase requisition. Now, this is in GUI. Okay. Now, if you come to Fury, so Fury, they have for few transactions, they have changed the interface. Okay. For few, it is similar. Now here create purchase requisition. I click on this. Now here see, same things are there, just the interface is different. And I can just go here, create it, enter the details, and I can create it. Now for this transaction, they have not changed anything, but there are few new transactions which are not available in this GUI. They have provided here. Suppose monitor purchase requisition. So here they have given this filters, then graphical representations. This you don't have here. This transaction itself you don't have here. Then they have given all of the details down here. Okay. This way. So what we will be doing, we will be uh, creating the documents in GUI, and at the same time after that we will be doing in Fury also. So you get a feel of both, and every time when we do the transactions or we do the process, I'll be letting you know what questions will come in interview for this particular process. Okay. And so that you can focus at the same time on that particular part and you will be ready for interview. So when we complete our course, okay, that time I'll be taking two mock interviews. So in the first interview, it will be, I feel like it will be more like you'll be able to answer, but wherever you are lagging behind, I'll be telling you, okay, focus on this. Okay, and then you can prepare on that, and then we can have our second mock interview. Now, here what we are doing, I'm assuring you like you will be able to crack 1.5 year or 2 years of interview. Okay, like you are having an experience of that sort, that duration. Something like this you can easily means you can crack it. Now the studies what are required is after every session, not for first 5 sessions, but after that I will be giving you like when we do the SAP transactions, I'll be giving you a homework. Okay. Now today we have done purchase requisition, so you have to create 10 purchase requisitions each. Means then when you create it, so these kind of homework will be there after every uh, session. So it's 80-20. 80% is like my part. I'll be sharing you the knowledge, giving you all of the things. 20% is you have to do the practice. Okay. And you have to do this along with me. You have to continuously give your 2.5 months on this. So 1.5 hour alternate day session plus 1 hour yours for one session. So you have to give 2.5 hour each session. That's it. All recordings will be uploaded on the uploaded and link will be provided on the same day or coming next morning to you. Okay. So that you can go through it again and then you can do the practice. Okay, so please let me know anyone has any queries. Anyone? No queries? Okay, so yeah, tell me. हाँ, सर्वर तो अपना खुद का नहीं है. So I bought it means rented it from somewhere. Okay, तो वो तो मिल जाएगा उसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. For in the beginning I'll be giving you. ओके. और अलॉन्ग में कांटेक्ट भी दे दूंगा बाद में अगर यूज करना है तो उसको कॉल करके पैसे देके यूज करो. ओके. एंड द रिले मीन्स while I'm teaching you तो ऐसे नहीं है कि क्लास खत्म तो सब खत्म. I've seen people मतलब कि many people who had interviews, इंटरव्यू के एक दिन पहले दे कॉल मी तो कल इंटरव्यू है तो व्हाट शुड आई डू मतलब हाउ शुड आई बट वी आई एम नॉट ओनली फोकसिंग ऑन व्हाट क्वेश्चंस विल कम ऑन इंटरव्यू बट इन मॉक व्हाट विल बी डीलिंग ऑन इज आपका रिज्यूमे कैसे है. ओके. हाउ इट इज प्रिपेयर्ड. देन वी विल आल्सो वर्क ऑन कि आपको इंटरव्यू में कैसे बात करना है. नॉट एसएपी अपार्ट फ्रॉम एसएपी आल्सो. ओके. So this thing also I'll be focusing on. Okay, and my motive or my target is कि आपका इंटरव्यू क्रैक हो जाए. Okay, this is my intention. So we'll be focusing more on that. Yep. Yes, yes. Welcome, Varun. बाकी किसी को कुछ डाउट? Anyone? Okay. So okay. So we will be not having any further demo sessions. Okay. We'll be starting our class from coming Monday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or Thursday. Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 3 days, 9:30 p.m. will start. It will go till 10:30 or 11 near around that time. Okay. चलेगा. If you have no queries, then we can just close. Okay. चलेगा. Bye bye. अरे हाँ, if anyone wants to connect with me, so I don't know if everyone is having my number, but this is my number. मैंने पिंग किया है. Okay. So you can just अभी बैच का ग्रुप बना है तो ग्रुप I'll add it to you in add you in the group and then we can start. Okay. Shalika. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Fees is 32,000. So 30,000 is my fees and 2,000 is server charges for 3 months. Okay. Yeah. So server charge, yeah, tell me. Sorry, Ram. Duration is 2.5 months. Yes. Yeah. Okay.